Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. Here's a 2nd and 7. This is Ertz and the pitch and catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's our visiting team and our home team. With Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Spencer Schrader to get things rolling. And we are underway here on EA Sports. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
On the set. Blue check. Set. Ready.
He'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 6. Mega. Set.
Back to throw. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another first.
And this offense just continues to methodically move the ball down the field here on their opening drive, Mike. And I think defensively, they've got to figure something out. Otherwise, this has the looks for one of those long days in the office. There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone, the field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
And he's in.
You know, it's funny, Mike, I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their way, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling, so early offensive success doesn't really surprise me, and now they have the ability to play from a lead.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Let's go now.
They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there, and that will be a first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll run it. It's Irving. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
Let's go.
Here's 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Oh, the hard count looked like they cut somebody to jump. If they did, they pick up the first down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That'll be intercepted. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. Crazy. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Ready up. Set.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Check go.
Again, this is Irving. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And that'll set up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 43. Set, cut.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This pass, right side. Gonna be caught by Addison. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the catch and run for the 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
It is brought in at the 10, and he's going to be taken down. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Yellow, what set?
They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Go! They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That's caught! And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards for the touchdown. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20s to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
On the ready. Set, ready. Spike, white. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
On the handoff, this is Benson. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. Plenty of scoring already. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. 3rd and inches.
Down.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left.
Set.
They'll try and run here with Benson. A gain there of 11. That's enough for a first down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Tremble comes in motion.
Blue 32. Hut, hut.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Steel, black, set, hut.
Back to the air once more on second down. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Claws red.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Set, hut. Slide blue. 10 black. Hut, hut.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Here we go. Ready?
A give. Here's Benson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Ready, ready, hut.
Now, faking the give. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. He's taken down just shy of the 10. 14 yards on that pass play there. And that will be a first down.
Fury, yellow. Ready. 50, blaster, 6. Ready.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And he's in! And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Irving. Up the sideline to the 40. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. It's a touchdown. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Avante Turpin on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Green jack, black, set.
Now they'll set up to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. 2nd down and 3.
Let's go now.
Tight end on the move left. They'll run. Here's Benson. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked up by Jaquan McMillan. And this defense comes through with the turnover.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
A big play to kick off this drive. 47 yards. He'll look to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
70 Lions.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
3rd and 5.
Come on.
The handoff, it's Irving. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead. Back to throw. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out.
Ready.
And it results in a turnover on down.
Red cycle. Here we go. Set. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll work this out wide to Benson. Now this offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Forced to his right. He's going to keep it himself.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That one incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half.
Ready, break.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Red, 38.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They get 24 on that one. That's enough for a first down. They'll go again here with Irvin. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Josh Metellus there on the tackle. 2nd and 7. Right back to Irving. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. And that will be a first down.
70 Lions! 70 Lions! Panther 60! Panther 60!
Now this time they'll look to throw. That is pulled in at the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal. Irving. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
On the set. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Rolling right. And that is incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And now it's 4th and goal.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, They've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Tackled there by Matt Wilson. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Cam Curl, the safety, burst through. And he comes up with the sack.
Wait. Let's go now.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Ready.
Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Claws red. Come on, set. Ready.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Blaster, 6. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, he's got downs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 15 in the air. That's enough for a 1st down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10.
Ready. Yellow.
A tight end in motion now.
6. Mega. Ready.
Back to the air one more time. They go right back to Downs. He's got it again. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
You know, once he broke the pocket, Mike, I actually thought he was just going to call his own number and become a runner. I thought he had some green grass out in front of him to take it in, but he decides to put it in the air instead, and he falls incomplete.
He's got his big tight end. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. On first down, here's Irving. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Take go.
A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
He'll run with Irving. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And that one incomplete. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. Talk things over before third down. He'll drop to throw. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
Ready, go.
That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Ready, set. Set.
Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Set.
They'll look underneath here to Benson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain of 17 yards.
On the double.
And that will be a first down.
Set.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 10.
Here we set.
They'll drop to throw. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
Let's go now. 52 blue. Ready?
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for our visitors. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
This game is so stupid. I fucking hate it. I hate this fucking game, dude. I hate this fucking game so fucking much, man. Brody desynced. He desynced, and then all of a sudden he's playing like he's a grade A fucking player. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. Oh my gosh. That game actually pissed me the fuck off.